season. A lot of people have been traveling back and forth, meeting family, friends, and stuff like that. And there's Atlanta Airport, which is statistically the busiest airport in the world. If you didn't know that, and it's everyone's favorite place to be, right? No. Yeah. All right. What does everyone not like about Atlanta Airport? Train. TSA.
Shoes on, hats off.
Yeah, there you go. That's like a lot of people's least favorite part about traveling by air, right? You go there, you gotta take your belts off, all the medals off, or whatever else. If you're a person with a lot of chains like Trevor, you gotta put all of them in the train, right? And it's really annoying, right? And nobody likes doing it because for me, my least favorite part is I gotta take my laptop out of my bag, all right? Take the laptop out, anything bigger than a cell phone, you gotta go to the bin and stuff like that. And that stuff is really annoying. But then you really realize that all of that is necessary for you to travel. And the reason they do that is not because they just set their sight on just really annoying people, right? They're like, we're going to annoy you before you travel. That's not their goal, right? But it's just a lot of things that you're probably taking with you because some people are new to traveling, and sometimes you bring your lotion bottle through there, and if it's too big, they got to throw it out. Right, you bring your nice cologne because you're going on, on vacation or something like that, and they gotta throw it out. If it hasn't happened to you, you're lucky, right? But it happens to everybody one time, and you learn from that, right? And you bring maybe your water bottle, right? You like, oh, I'm gonna drink the water when I get to the gate because I've been moving so fast, I'm running kind of late, and they gotta throw it out because it's too big. But they don't do those things because of them not liking you. They do this because of safety hazards. Right, to do that because some of the things that you're traveling with might be good with you if you were traveling by car, but it's not good by air, right? And the thing that happens by air is what? Air pressure, right? So something as like a lotion bottle or a cologne bottle is not dangerous at all on air. It can be dangerous in the air, right? And when I was thinking about that, it just made so much more sense because around this time of the year, what are a lot of people making? New Year's resolutions. Right? Everyone is talking about taking off, right? 2025 is going to be my year, right? I'm going to take off this year. Well, takeoff happens just like airplanes do. Just like you're not allowed to bring certain things on an airplane because where you're going, that lotion bottle can't go there, the cologne can't go there, that big water bottle you took from your house or your food or whatever it is can't go there. Same concept. And we're going to take off in the year 2025. There's a lot of stuff that we have to leave in 2024. And if you don't do that, you can't travel, right? I watched this guy on the in the TSA line. You know what? Where they said, pat yourself, make sure there's nothing in your pocket. Walked in there, failed it. Came back again. All right, come through again, failed it. Right? There's like something was in his pocket. I'm not too sure, and I don't care. Right? But something was in his pocket that wasn't safe for him to travel with. Right? It was good for him wherever he was at now. It's just not good where he's going. Right? And that makes you think a few things. Right? It makes you sit down and wonder a couple of things, right? Like, where am I going? But most importantly, what is not supposed to come with me, right? And I'm going to go over a few points that I got from that analogy. First, your elevation is tied to your separation, right? Everyone wants to elevate. Everyone wants to take off. Everyone wants to get to the next level. But that's tied to your separation. Now, for some of us, we got to separate from certain people. For some of us, it's certain hobbies that we do. Right? Maybe the people we hang out with, the places we go, the people we listen to. Right? The kind of information that we consume. If you know that's not tied to where you're looking to go, then stop doing that now. Leave that in 2024. The next thing is you always have an option. The cool thing about traveling by air is you always have an option to travel by ground. Right? You can fly to Houston or you can drive to Houston. Right? If you're driving to Houston, you can bring everything you want. It just takes longer. You can go all your baggages. It just takes longer. Same thing is on the flight, right? Or same thing as our industry. Right? You can choose to drop all those hobbies and those behaviors and stuff like that and go and take off next year to where you want to be. Or you can be like, I'm not ready to work on that yet. I'm not ready to reveal that part of myself to me yet. So I'm going to take it little by little, and this is going to take you longer. Just like driving to Houston versus flying to Houston. Flying takes you an hour and a half. Driving takes you 12 hours. Huge difference, right? Next part is figure the things that you need to change now. What's necessary for you to take to that new location? And what's absolutely necessary to not cross that line. That line is tonight. But that line is not a physical line, right? It's not that 11:59 mark. It's a mental line. Right? What are the things I need to part ways from? And that easier said than done, of course. Right? But those, big aggressive changes that you make now is what leads to you taking off even faster next year. Right? And my last point, finishing out the year excited about tomorrow is dependent on a couple of things. Number one is how excited you are about the plan that you're creating for next year. And the second one is how excited you are about your execution strategy. For me, the year or the day works the same. If I had a great day today, I'm excited when I come back because I'm excited to repeat the actions that I did. If I had a not so great day, I'm still excited because that day is over so I can learn from that and make sure I have a better day tomorrow. It's the same thing for the year, right? Today you're reflecting on the year. What are some of the things you did really well? Things that you're excited about, people you're excited about. But then I'm thinking about next year, what are some of the things I want to improve on, right? But if I didn't have that great of a year, I'm like, okay, here are some of the lessons that I learned. This was probably one of my toughest years, whatever it was for you. But I'm still excited because now I can orchestrate a plan that I'm excited to execute in the upcoming year. But none of that works if you take all of the things that you're not supposed to fly with, proverbially of course, and you bring that into the next year again. You're doing the same things that you always done, but you're expecting new results, right? Isn't that the definition of insanity? Yep. Doing the same thing and expecting different results. Right, let's stop being insane next year, right? Because next year is right around the corner, and the only way to do that is to take some massive actions, leave all those things that's been holding us back, some of those hobbies that we've been doing for a little while, those habits that we have and things like that. Let's leave those back, and let's take off into the new year. First one to the field.
First to make money.